Hi there, my name's George Turner and I'm the Liberal Democrat candidate for the parliamentary constituency of Vauxhall in the 2017 general election, and I want to take a moment to talk to you about Europe and why everyone who supports Britain's continued role at the heart of Europe should be interested in our campaign. Now for me, the European issue is a personal one. I was born in Croatia. I grew up in London, but I also then studied in Italy and spent 3 years living there. I speak fluent Italian. My brother lives in Austria. I have many friends across the continent. And I've also seen personally firsthand the benefits that European rights and legislation bring to our country. A few years ago, I decided to challenge the Secretary of State for Communities and Local Government, Lambeth Council, the Mayor of London, the Shell Petroleum Company and others in their plans to redevelop the South Bank. There was plans to build 800 new luxury homes. I thought it was a disaster, it would ruin the South Bank, and there was very little affordable housing being offered. I took that case to the High Court and ended up in the Court of Appeal. I wouldn't have been able to do that had European legislation not been in place, which guarantees the right of all citizens in the UK and everyone across the Union to challenge environmental decisions. So for those reasons and many others, last year I campaigned strongly for a Remain vote in the referendum. I campaigned with the Stronger In team, and I was devastated by the result, as everyone was who campaigned for the Remain side in that referendum. So shortly after the referendum result was called, I decided to do something more. I decided to stand for Parliament. The Liberal Democrats had decided to select candidates in their key seats to prepare for the event that a snap general election might be called. And I put my name forward for the Vauxhall seat, the place where I have lived for 7 years. All of the bookies are now saying it's a coin toss between me and Kate Hoey in this constituency. We can win. We have every chance of winning here, and we need to win here. Losing is not an option. And this is the reason. You know, the next 2 years are going to be absolutely dominated by the European issue in Parliament as the government seeks to negotiate our exit from the European Union. We need to hold the government ferociously to account during that period. And it would be an absolute travesty. It would be a tragedy if Kate Hoey was our representative at that time. She is one of the most hardline MPs on this issue. You know, during the referendum campaign, she chose not to campaign with the mainstream Leave campaign. She got off Boris's big bus of lies so that she could campaign side by side with Nigel Farage. We do not want that voice representing us. Over the last few weeks, we have had a fantastic response. We've had hundreds of people volunteer for us, and people from all parties and none. This is not going to be a partisan campaign. This is going to be an open campaign that seeks to represent the majority of people in Lambeth. And that's being recognised. That's why people from the Labour Party have been out canvassing with us. That's why people who have never been involved in politics have been out canvassing with us. So if you want to help us win back Vauxhall for the 78% of people that voted to remain, and to make sure that they have a voice, an important voice in this important time, please join us.